everyone, this is Mel from Cardstock Concoctions. I am back bringing you probably my second to last Thanksgiving fall oriented card. And this one can be used for a Thanksgiving card because it says thankful on it, or it can be a thankful for you kind of a card as a thank you card to somebody else for those of you who don't live in the United States and don't celebrate Thanksgiving like we do. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to switch up the colors on the Scarecrow just a little bit. Instead of Dapper Denim, which is all the blue that you see, we will be using Garden Green. So we will see how that goes. All right, let's get started. And the first thing we're going to do is actually stamp our Scarecrow. So what are you going to need for that? We are going to need a piece of, really it's about 2.5 by about 3.5 inch piece of thick Whisper White or Whisper White watercolor paper. Either one works. I have thicker Whisper White, so that's what I'm using. We are also going to need the Cookie Cutter Halloween stamp set, and we're going to be using the Scarecrow. I have him already mounted up, and we're going to need our StazOn black ink. So let's get him all inked up. Oh, nice and inky. Yay. Okay. And straight down, straight up. So pretty. Okay, you're done with your StazOn ink. You're even done with your Scarecrow. We're going to just go ahead and color him first, so he needs a little bit of time to dry. So grab yourselves a watercolor pen and something, a paper towel, a towel, something to kind of have off to the side to help you out here. Just like in my last card, we're going to be using Garden Green, Cherry Cobbler, and Delightful Dijon. And I really liked the way that the red nose looked last time, so I'm going to do the red nose again and not pull in the pumpkin pie. However, if you don't like a red nose, pull in pumpkin pie. Okay, we're going to do the Garden Green first. Let's see if I can get it open. Okay, there we go. So, get yourself some ink in the lid there, okay? And we're just going to color. I know coloring is in, so go ahead and just kind of swoosh it all around. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be even. Scarecrow is supposed to look a little bit faded, which I certainly love. Mine's actually turning out to be a little more green than I would have thought of, but okay. Again, not perfect, but that's cool. Crawl in there. And again, I'm going to color the patches on his shirt green. And I'm going to color his hat green. And there we go. A little more ink on there. There we go. I want it to look faded, but not non-existent, right? So I'm going to go ahead and clean off my watercolor pen. Close up my Garden Green here. Ugh, the Garden Green doesn't like it. There we go. Open up Cherry Cobbler. Make sure my pen is clean. Grab some Cherry Cobbler. Go ahead and work it through his shirt. Faded, a little bit of white showing through. Again, I'm not trying to be neat. He is a Scarecrow. He's supposed to be a little messy, a little ragged. Let's go ahead and keep going. I don't like the fact that the center of his shirt is quite so light and non-existent. We're going to add a little extra color. There we go. Pull off a little. There we go. All right, and as I said, I really actually liked the red nose. If you don't like the red nose, go ahead and pull in your pumpkin pie ink. We're also going to do the little patch on his pants. I forgot about the patch on his pants. There we go. Go ahead and grab your pumpkin pie if you guys don't like the red nose. I thought the red nose was actually kind of cute. It's looking a little Christmassy. I didn't think about that. Oh well. And then we're going to grab in our Delightful Dijon ink. Great Scarecrow skin color in my mind. I thought it worked really, really well. You can make it as dark as you want, as light as you want. This guy's apparently going to be a little darker. There we go. Just go ahead and keep on coloring him. A little extra there. A little more there. And I don't skip the feet and the hands. It's supposed to look a little bit straw-like, so I go ahead and do that. And I'm actually going to leave, I'm going to color his heart. We're going to color his heart. Okay, there we go. Clean off your brush. Go ahead and close up your ink pad. Set him off to the side to dry. Stick your finger in the ink pad if you're like me. Works wonders. Okay, so what else are you going to need for this card? You are going to need a piece of paper that is 5.5 inches tall by 8.5 inches wide. Scored down the center at 4 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold that over. I'm going to crease it. I apparently don't have my bone folder around, so I'm going to use my scissors. There we go. Card done. Okay. So we are also going to need a piece of pumpkin pie, which I believe is 2 3/4. Yeah, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 inches square. And we're going to need a piece of early espresso that is 3 by 3 inches square. That's going to get us our scallops. Now, what are we using to do that? We are using the layering circle framelit dies. Now, we are using the second one from the largest, or so the second, like you take this biggest one in the bottom right hand corner, go in one, and then right on top of it you have all those scallop circles. We're taking the largest one from there. All right. So grab your Big Shot. All right, I'm putting mine on my side so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit. And on here we have the new Big Shot platform. Your magnetic platform also works. We do not need this thin die adapter, which comes with the new Big Shot platform. It's very hard to remove. There we go. We don't need that part. What you do need is you need the Big Shot platform, 1 cutting plate, your cardstock, and then your framelits. And they do fit on here, by the way. And another platform. Go ahead and just squeegee that on top there. And then run it through your Big Shot. And if you guys hear cracking, it's completely normal. All right, apparently mine does need the thin die adapter. Interesting. Okay, my Big Shot does require it. Some do, some don't. All right, grab your thin die adapter apparently. 1 platform. Realign your cardstocks and your framelits if you're like me. I typically just use my magnetic platform, but I wanted you guys to see this because it's relatively new still, and I think it's wonderful. So again, if you guys hear cracking, ooh, that's much tighter. If you guys hear cracking, that's normal. It is okay. There we go. Okay, all done. And there we go. Get rid of our platforms. We're good to go. Pop out those. As I said, it does fit, especially if you guys are using your magnetic platforms. Okay, so besides that, we need a strip of early espresso that is 1/2 inch by 4 1/4. And I actually used the Halloween Night Designer Series paper, and this pumpkin pie design here, I forgot what's on the back. Oh, it's the dots. I just flipped it over. It's pumpkin pie. It's very fall-esque for us here in the United States, so went ahead and used that. And we're going to grab our cardstock. Now we're also grabbing our early espresso ink and a Stampin' sponge. And we are going to sponge everything. So here we go. Ready? quickly take a sponge and sponge everything. So we got that sponged. Sponge the edge of your... Now really you're only going to see 3 sides, but if you're like me, you never put down the right side, so I always cover up the wrong side. You don't really need to sponge your early espresso unless you really, really wanted to. I just sponged our pumpkin pie. And then I took this one here. So I'm going to sponge everything. Got my espresso piece here. Okay, sponging done. Close up your ink pad, set it aside, clear off your work surface if you're anything like me. And we're gonna start layering. So we're going to layer our pumpkin pie circle in the center of our early espresso scallop. And then we're gonna take our designer series paper and layer that at the bottom part of our card. Make sure our card's right side up here. There we go. Bottom part of our cardstock. In theory, 1/8 of an inch border all the way around the 3 sides, which if you're like me, doesn't work. Let's try that again. Okay. There we go. That's better. Grab our strip. This is going to go from end to end and overlap just a little bit. There we go. We are going to match your circle, your scalloped circle, I'm sorry guys. And I just went ahead and I stuck that in the center. There we go. Ooh, sorry, I forgot to turn back on my light. There we go. Okay, so we stuck it in the center. We're having some camera issues, so. Okay, so we stuck that in the center. We're gonna go ahead and set that aside real quick. Still grab back your cherry cobbler ink, a scrap of Whisper White. Now, mine is about 1 inch long, or 1 inch wide. And we're going to pull in our Acorny Thank You stamp set, and we're going to be using the Thankful stamp. The dogs have decided to be inquisitive again. So we're going to ink up our stamp in our cherry cobbler ink. Now, if you guys don't like the way photopolymers stamp all the time, go ahead and grab your paper piercing mat and slide it underneath. I personally don't mind the way they stamp. So I'm going to go straight down, hold for a few seconds, press nice and firmly, and then I'm going to pull it straight up. And as it dries, my color kind of evens itself out a little bit. All we need to do there. I'm going to grab a pair of scissors. Actually, I'm going to cut that a little bit smaller. And we're just going to cut around it. Now, if you have the itty bitty banner framelits dies that were in last year's annual catalog, they're no longer in our catalog, cuts out this shape beautifully. I personally don't remember where I put mine, so we're using scissors. It's not a hard one. It's basically straight lines and a couple curves, so fairly fast. All right. There was that one. Rotate just a little bit more. And there we go. So as I said, not hard to cut out. We're going to go ahead and we're going to turn that over. Oh, before we do that, we're going to take our cookie cutter builder punch, and we are going to punch out our Scarecrow. The same problem last time. Apparently I did not stamp these guys low enough. Okay, there we go. Pop your Scarecrow in there. Now your cookie cutter builder punch comes as a bundle, or you can purchase it as a bundle with our cookie cutter Christmas, which you guys are going to be seeing lots of projects with me coming up with that, and my guess is you've seen many, many, many with other demonstrators as well. Let's get all those extra tiny pieces out of the way. Turn him over. Grab a couple of dimensionals. Place on the back of your Scarecrow. And then I like to cut off a few of the edge pieces. And I just pop it on the back of your words. Peel off your coverings. There we go. 1, 2. Pull back in your card. Make sure your words are right side up if you're me. Stick that there. Put him there. All right, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed. So, there you go. This is Mel from Cardstock Concoctions. If you guys enjoyed this project, please, and you like it, please like it. If you'd like to see more like it, please go ahead and subscribe. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.